So why did he create these girls? Because we already know that he didn't create these girls to be superheroes. Because remember, that was an accident. Right there.
These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl.
So before he even hit the chemical X, he said these are the ingredients that was chosen to create the perfect little girls. Why was they trying to create perfect little girls? Why? It wasn't until he broke that chemical X thing and gave them superpowers and they dedicate their life to fighting crime and the forces of evil like they said. It wasn't until then they were superheroes. My question is, what was he creating these girls to be before that? If you look up Chemical X, the original meaning was a can of Whoop-A. But they replaced it with Chemical X because they didn't want no swear words in a children's cartoon. And if you look up a can of whoop it means that it's a threat to open one of them and beat someone up. So the Chemical X on Powerpuff Girls stood for beating up their opponents, beating up their rivals, beating up their enemies. So that means they would have to have powers. They would have to have this Chemical X to give them powers to beat up their enemies. So what would have been the purpose of having these girls if he wouldn't have never hit that Chemical X? And where did all these monsters come from? They just happened to come around when the Powerpuff Girls was created. I believe that he behind all this. I believe that he told that professor to create 3 little girls. That mayor knew that when he created them girls, it was going to make that monkey jealous. When that monkey found out he was creating the Powerpuff Girls, he pushed them. That's why when that monkey found out he was creating the Powerpuff Girls, he pushed them because he was jealous. Notice that he's right by the Chemical X. Why would he be stirring up all this by Chemical X? It's because it was set up for him to be right there because he knew that monkey was going to do that. They already know he was going to use that book to create monsters and manipulate them. And don't this book look familiar? That's that same book that girl had in the Men in Black, and she was surrounded by monsters. The mayor was a sick individual. Listen to this.
Pencil go snap. Here, let me help you with that.
The mayor only had the professor to create the girls to only keep him company. See, he knew Mojo Jojo was sending them, was going to keep the Powerpuff Girls around him and on the phone with him. The little girl can't even sleep without him harassing her. He be on the phone all night with kindergartens. That phone looks familiar too.